I know that there was no sound because I was meaning to have no sound, but welcome everyone. I'll be switching scenes real quick because I told them to like wait a few moments for me, and then we'll start off the stream with some D&D. Enjoy the ride. There we go. Hi, I'm back.
Hi, back.
Hi. How you doing? You come here often? Oh, you get all flustered. That's so cute. It's adorable.
Are you
If I-
flirting with me?
I mean, what does it feel like?
It's just-
Oh,
You can't tell.
mommy, sorry.
if I recall entirely correctly, last time you had a wonderful trek through the wild, in which you meant, well, you met a water spirit that didn't care about you, a tree spirit that decided to just plop down and set roots in your way. He was cool though. You just walked around him.
Yes.
Up, negotiated a truce, a trade deal between some hyenas, some cave hyenas, and some wolves.
Oh, that was epic.
That was pretty good.
And then Legba decided to attack nature.
And win.
I don't know if Legba won or if the rest of us won.
We are just an extent of Legba's power.
Yeah, this was actually Lekbar's party.
Yes.
Like always.
Leg
You
bar
know,
and the leg
unbeknownst- Unbeknownst to all of you, Lekbar is actually on an epic quest.
Oh.
We're
To
just the
kill the
bodyguard.
sun.
Oh.
So basically, it's Legba and his backing dancers. Great.
It's like
Yeah.
leg bar and the leg bets.
Like, did you just?
Oh my leg.
I need a gif of that where it's just Legba like up front and then us just like doing the can behind him.
Well, now we have my mom's feathers because we're all gonna wear it to show that we're part
Oh,
of his guild.
yes. Uh-huh. It's gonna be reversed where he's wearing the skin of his enemies instead.
Jesus.
Sorry.
But,
Well, I'm not
of
sorry,
course-
actually. That was actually pretty creative.
Ah, you have made it to the high places. And have entered, well, what kind of looks like a sandy desert. Except there is no sand. It's just snow. Everything is white and barren as far as the eye can see.
That sounds depressing.
It is,
It is.
actually.
Yeah, it's very depressing. It's also extremely bright when the sun's out.
Yes.
Mm.
Can't relate to that one. I mean, if dark vision is a thing, does that mean like the opposite is also true for when it's blindingly bright from snow reflection?
Oh, fucking hell. D&D doesn't know how light works. It's fine.
You're never not in a dungeon. What are you talking about?
But of course. There are still some steps to take. Some days of travel to through snowdrifts. And if I'm entirely correctly, you had basically made it to the end of the 7th day?
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean, first of all, since you have just ended a fight and everything, as you get yourself, well, it's kind of a problem. The weather isn't bad, it's just that it doesn't need to be bad. It's cold and you are in a barren wasteland of snow. It sucks to be here, even if the weather's good.
Ah, winter.
Such a lovely weather out, isn't it?
Actually, summer. Enough. This only gets worse.
Wonderful.
Oh, the misery.
But yes, you're past the high places. So yeah, you should probably be setting up your camp and things, which will be very funny for you because you know you will live in the snow. Well, I'm sure that's great for everyone involved. But
I
more than
really
that,
do.
as we effectively go into rest, you know, uh, allow yourself to restore any given resources from a long rest, and deduct for rations from the ration pile.
The pet of
A
rations.
clicking job for
Half
that,
frozen
aren't they?
banana.
The rations have been depleted.
But they're gone.
No,
Okay,
just the 4 that we ate.
just
Oh,
okay. Yeah,
I
very good.
was
Also,
really
oh,
scared for a second.
that's
I
that's
wanted
a
to say
problematic
something, but
situation
it's
given
not
where you're
super friendly.
located. But no, it's
Oh
fine.
no, I lost them.
I wanted to
Dying
go
lost
for
to
the shells have been devoured meme, but I'd rather not.
But I mean, hey, it's not gonna go bad up here.
I mean, true.
It's just gonna get a little bit tougher to set your teeth into. Assuming if one would eat it
Yeah.
like that.
No, just a bit.
Sorry. Okay, so I take it there's no like stealthy way to camp in a plane, so can
I mean, you.
can we
Yes,
cover
there
the
is.
paint in snow?
I mean, we stick out like a nail. We're like brightly colored in comparison.
I guess
best
I mean,
thing
like
you
if we
could-
get a tent and we cover it in snow, then it looks like it's just part of the white.
Yeah,
This
the
is-
one thing you could try to do is basically bury yourself in snow.
I mean, like we
Yes.
have
One way or
plans of
another.
going for an
Which
igloo,
is
right?
what we usually
Right.
do in winter. Like if it ever gets cold, we just bury and then sleep until we unfreeze again.
I feel like there's
That
an
might
if
work
there
for
rather than
you,
when.
but I think that we would sleep forever.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Actually, they're actually like kind of, you know, half legendary, half believable stories of turtles that have been, you know, just gone to sleep in some of the high mountains and then were found decades later,
You're talking about
and they just woke
Ötzi?
up like from a long nap.
All I can think about is people putting their like turtles into the fridge to let them hibernate.
Yeah,
Like what was the
Except
starting
it's-
point of that rumor?
except big fridge.
Hmm.
Very
Cold.
big so fridge.
Fridge big, very good.
Yeah, there we go.
But yes.
So
Pardon?
how do we deal with the warm-blooded people of us?
We die. No, just kidding.
That took a turn.
Yeah, we
Yummy.
gotta improvise some shelter somehow.
I mean, we do have a tent.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it is finally time to use it.
I
We
think
did use it.
Yes, you did. You did.
Oh,
Some of you people slept inside of a tent regularly.
Just not herb.
no.
Actually, no. One night it was her when we were in the kind of inlet and we made a door out of the tent and we saw the northern lights.
Yes.
Oh, true.
I don't know why that retained it. Like nothing else seemed to.
Because Northern Lights seem so magical, just imagining them sticks.
True.
So, you have your heat balls. which you can probably use to not freeze to death and not lose any toes.
I am very pro not losing toes.
This is understandable.
Right. Is there anything to set or to start a fire with though that would be important for her?
I mean, as this would have progressively happened, you could have, you could have like collected excess firewood while still in the high places.
I mean, we just could have broken off some branches as we left the ice spirit fight.
Yeah, to while there was still vegetation to go around, collect some excess firewood, because
I meant more in the literal, like setting it on fire.
But I mean, no. As far as you can see, the land where you're currently in is snow. Just drifts of snow. There's presumably dirt beneath the snow.
That makes it very difficult to light a fire. We might have to scrap the fire idea for a while.
Just players that have like no ideas.
Unless we also find a rock or something, we can put the fire on.
I mean, you guys do have a bronze cauldron.
I was about to say,
Yeah,
like, we have
we
a cauldron to put fire in the cauldron.
We do.
We actually
Excellent
do.
thinking.
You know, your next round of tea tastes a bit like ash, but you know.
You just rinse it with the snow. It's fine.
Ashy tea is good.
Some sacrifices have to be made.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe an
Your
earthy
stomach.
Yes, let's make a little fire at least.
Just a little small fire. We don't want to attract attention as well up here, I guess. So let's not go bonfire
maybe-
level.
It's the question, like, you talk about attracting attention. Attention from what?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
that
okay,
would
that's
just
true.
been our
Dumb.
ancestors who look down upon us thinking, what are they doing here?
Maybe the other 40 that were kind of stalking and going to steal their shit.
I mean, true. Maybe them. There's, of course, as always, like, there might be some spirits here, but... And, I mean, if you get close enough to the coast, you might meet some of the Bone Eaters, which is a terrifying name, but no, they're just really high up north people that herd reindeers and hunt seals.
I mean, he's not that great a thinger, but like, there's no reason to hunt him.
I heard seal stew was really good.
I mean, I can
That was a comment that was only funny because it was absurd. I love it.
That's why I
was
giggled.
confused why they hurt the reindeers, but no herd.
Yes,
Oh.
herding. don't just hit reindeers with sticks for fun.
I mean, that's the thing, right? If you see a reindeer pass, you have to shoot it. It's dinner.
If you see a seal pass, you're thinking, why is it on the land?
Oh shit.
I'm now just like dealing with the mental trauma of seal stew. It's like such a cute thing and such a not cute thing.
Yeah. Set up camp. I mean, it's gonna be hard to keep warm tonight.
I'm gonna gather some more wood so it can thaw out, so we can throw it on the fire to keep it going.
Sure. I'll
Like, I mean, you would basically have to do that, like, while still in the high places. As I've said, once you go into the drifts, there is no wood.
Oh,
There are no
cool.
trees.
I'm looking at the map and I think, oh, trees, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, no ideas, because no.
You have your 2 heat balls, so you have some source of heat.
Mhm.
I don't think Ali's gonna give that up, and we really can't get that off her.
I mean, it's true,
I mean, you can take it off in the night and then.
but
Just-
you know, they do create heat, whether they are around your neck or around someone else's neck. And if you set up a tent, you can kind of keep that heat inside.
We can maybe insulate the tent with snow around it.
Hey, stop fiddling in my spell list, dude. It's already going
No.
there.
No,
Yes.
no, Douglas. And various people have various ways of creating heat.
Mm-hmm.
I have my love for you, Anvil.
I know.
Sorry.
I don't know whether Anwell or Arne should take psychic damage for that, but you know, someone should.
Both. Both.
I'm gonna go with Arnation because like that was the most Han Solo response I've ever heard.
I have some extra sheep hide to keep us warm.
You have the fucking sheep hides.
Yeah.
Was not ready for that.
Yeah, good sheep. Yeah.
Ooh, actually, that's pretty cool.
Mm.
If you don't have any plans on how to improve your situation,
I wanna
you'll
like
just have to deal with it.
I'm gonna insulate our tent with snow. I'm gonna pile it around the tent as best as I can.
Very well.
I'm trying to read stuff because I put in what the spell does, but it says like you affect it in one of the following ways, and that's where it stops. I'm like, how do I affect it?
Which one is it?
It's control flames, but I already found it. But I can't like make it burn on snow, basically.
No, because control flame doesn't create. There's a separate spell for that.
I mean, yeah, I can, yeah, I can.
You can just burning hand everything down, but that's
Yes.
Yeah, but that's not that's like if you don't have any fuel for it, you can't really sustain burning hands for any length of time to actually create a lot of heat.
No.
I can, I can't focus on wanting to create a bonfire and hope it happens.
we could get the biggest piece of metal we find, and then use all the spell slots on heat metaling it up for like a few minutes.
I feel like
metal has pretty high heat capacity.
Yeah.
That's not the worst idea.
Yes, if we have something big, like
A bronze cauldron.
yeah.
Okay, follow-up train of thought. If you put the cauldron on the ground and heat metal, wouldn't it melt the snow around it till it gets to the dirt anyway?
I mean, you also have just heat spheres that you can use to get through the dirt, or you have hands and you know, and your sweat. You don't have any shovels because you didn't bring any shovels, but you know, yes, you can try to dig down or melt yourself down to the dirt. That doesn't necessarily improve your situation in any great manner, because then you're sitting in a bunch of wet dirt, but you know, you can.
I mean, you're sitting on wet anyway in the snow, so like.
Oh no, okay. Mold earth only works on dirt or stone that I can see, so I can't see under the snow. Sadly.
This is why we need a
Can I-
50 feet hollow bronze tube,
Yes.
which you can then see down to the dirt after piercing through the snow.
What if
Then you can use your mold earth spell.
what if you guys just stand like a 15 feet away from me and I cast Thunder Wave and just push the snow away? Like, whew. I mean, I could use Burning Hands to melt away the snow. I just don't know if that's like.
Again, like I just that's a very neat idea, but you know, how does that measurably improve your situation?
We have ground that is easier to insulate and make warm without, drowning.
Isn't it? But isn't it like because snow has also air in it? It also kind of isolates or insulates.
Yeah, it's good insulation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like, I mean, I guess you could try to dig down, set up your tent in the hole, and then quite literally just pretty much what Copper said at the start.
Thank you.
Just bury yourself in the snow.
Yeah.
I'm just going through my spells, trying to find something that works.
See, I can't even be that helpful. I don't have spells.
Same.
And you also don't have a shovel.
I only have
Hands.
hands.
That is true.
Cover, time to take out the organic shovels.
What is happening today?
Yeah, but no, I think we just have to deal with it now.
So diggy hole.
Diggy diggy hole.
No,
Yes.
just we can just stay in the tent, I think.
I mean, let's just try and do that then, right?
Yeah, let's just pile some snow up around the tent.
Mm-hmm.
Toastiness.
At least we have a few people with shields that can do that.
You do.
Doing the big push.
Big push push. You can also like kick around with your feet if that's actually like needed.
I'm gonna put it in real good.
Yeah. And then we'll need warmth to warm our hands.
That's what the orbs are for.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have two of them in the tent and the snowball. You'll be fine.
I'm also not terribly worried about anything attacking us. Because this...
This is a snow-covered wasteland abandoned for by most life.
Yes.
That's what it's famous for. If anyone knows about it at all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, little comfort.
Yeah, but I mean, we have heat orbs. I mean, those alone should produce enough heat to keep us from dying.
Mm-hmm. And as was mentioned, you never just once you have insulated yourself in heat metal, even the use of fire spells, you can produce heat.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Alright.
Then we just have to try to actually find where we're supposed to go.
Always the hard part.
In a frozen wasteland with...
Yeah, it's north,
Yeah.
probably.
I feel like if it's such a like special big thing we're looking for, that we're gonna see it when we're there.
That's somewhat an advantage because, no trees. Once you get up on a snowdrift, you can see pretty far away.
Exactly.
Handy.
I mean, I do have a little bird that can fly around and look for things.
Will it survive the cold though?
A bird that will try to murder.
Yeah, it's not
It-
real, so yeah.
It's
Oh,
a
yeah,
magic
okay.
bird.
It's
not-
magic,
Wait,
of
okay.
course.
It's not a real bird. It is in fact a real thing and not just Herb's imagination.
That would be an awkward conversation.
Yes, it would.
Like, buddy, what are you talking about? No.
Alright, so I need to hit again. That's the great question. Oh my, like, it's okay, so you set yourself down. They're probably a bit cramped in the tent, not gonna lie.
I mean, I can just sit outside, and that way it's only like 4 people in a 3-person tent. Because let's face it, that's going to be cramped enough. Because Leg was probably going to also be there causing mischief. Can't imagine he wants to sit out in the cold.
Mischief.
Unless Leg wants to find something to murder, in which case he's more than welcome to sit out.
Chances are low of that, and Legba doesn't like it. But yes, the night in your little snow and canvas cave. It's cold, but bearable. And
Yeah.
nothing interesting happens.
You don't know. No kidding. Depends
You
on
got
how-
cut off.
I said you don't know.
Oh.
Oh no.
I certainly don't know. I was outside.
Hands are above the blanket.
Oh,
is that when you realized? That's great.
yes.
I'm going to say Arnie didn't know, but like that's kind of also funnier.
No.
Get a room, you two.
I mean, you are in our room. No, just kidding.
Yeah, it's we'll survive, right? I said we'll survive.
I mean, you've made it without dying for quite long, so I'm feeling pretty optimistic about it.
Well, I'm still planning on outliving you in a way, I guess.
I mean, I have no comeback to that because I think you actually might.
let's just keep it as an age thing and not a other
Stupidity thing.
causes.
It's more hinting like there might come a day where I eat something bad that's gonna
Yeah,
finish me off.
yeah, like like cats are very smart. Like they're like, I don't think this food is good for me. It seems poison, and they just
not a
like,
cat.
no, you're not. You're more like a rat. Everything that just falls to the ground, you will
rat?
eat. You will eat anything if you're hungry.
Rats are awesome.
I agree.
Rats are smart. Are you calling me smart?
That is very true.
I'm
actually surprised
That's
you-
a big compliment coming from you.
Well, it's I'm actually surprised you didn't survive that mystery meat.
I mean, I've survived it before, so I knew that it was worth taking the chances.
That is not. No.
Yes.
I mean,
I
I mean,
think
it's
we
not
want-
mystery beat. Everyone needs a little bit of thrill in their life, don't they?
Yeah, but if Ali got food poisoning, then what would you have done?
I mean, I probably would have to make like a lot of stops, but
That not the right answer.
this man has a void in his stomach. The moment he starts eating, he doesn't stop.
true. But like a big engine needs a lot of fuel.
It also needs good fuel.
Yes,
Nah, any fuel will do.
efficient fuel.
We're not picky.
Oh, buddy. Like that's like saying, "Oh, we're all going through this wasteland. There's a deer. Don't know how long it's been there. Have it for dinner." Like, no.
I mean, it was alive when we killed it, so
No, I mean if you found one dead.
no. Well, I'd rather not.
I mean, if it has been here,
Yeah, it's not gonna rot. It's gonna be preserved pretty well.
This is the point I'm making. Arnie would eat it.
I mean, it doesn't need to be wasted. That's all I'm saying.
hey, if I found a cabbage frozen in the wasteland, I would eat it.
That's different.
Yeah,
I don't- the
Rancid
chance-
cabbage and rancid meat do different things to the body.
I think you have to put it yourself here, like right now, and hope it's still here on your way back. If we are actually crossing this path again. Meaning that we might take another route home.
Bro, we know we could be teleported to a different dimension, like.
Yes. I mean, I hope not different dimension, though. What about Kandor?
Nah, he'll survive.
Yeah.
I bet that one day we just walk into a tavern and he's just performing, telling our stories.
I think you would be drunk.
Still telling our
That's probably the
stories.
best way to tell a
Imagine,
story.
imagine how cool the things would sound like if he would talk about them while being drunk.
Yes.
We would be heroes.
Or
Would
murderous
we?
sons. The great
Oh.
escapades of Tumbi Tumbi and how we all tried to kill him.
To be.
Luckily, he wasn't there for us to ruin that story.
Oh,
The Tumbi
I
Tumbi.
To be.
hated that character so much.
Nice.
Well, let's
Not as much as the carnival, like, weirdos, but like,
mhm.
Yeah.
Let's,
they had something nasty planned.
I think
Ugh.
it's time for me to call it a night.
You tired?
Mm-hmm. It was a long
Well.
journey. Had some fighting to do as well, so
Feel free to, cuddle up for some warmth if you need to.
of course.
Starts cuddling Ali.
Yes. it's-
Savage!
No, I'll cuddle up next to Arnie. Actually offering a part of my cloak again.
Oh. I'm gonna stay up for a little bit longer.
Okay, I'll just
Mm.
just like just
Work
wiggles
my
her
little
way
project.
down to his lap and like places her head on his lap and lays down.
Well, sleep well.
Mm-hmm. And just basically already dozed off. Soft pillow.
Well then. The world around you is pretty boring, dry, and cold. And it stays that way for a very short amount of time that the sun is gone. But of course, eventually you will have to wake up. Terrible, really.
Back out to the cold.
Back out to the cold. Moving northward. Probably.
To an hopefully not early grave.
True. Well, if nothing else is to be happening, I require rolls.
The question is, will Anmol get to 40 days before a major accident happens?
Accident. So, well, yes, 2d4 on d100.
That is a good roll.
Is it though?
That's well. That's
Better than that
also-
one.
And you trek through the snowdrifts. So, does anyone make use of any magic skill or other capacity to try to find the thing? Or anything of interest that isn't just snow?
I would